Your station, your music, your voice.
On air, online, on your mobile devices and smart speakers. Radio at the heart of your community.
This is Suffolk Sound.
Good morning, Brian.
Good morning, Leslie.
How are you?
Another week come round quick, didn't it?
Oh, certainly has. I'll tell you what, you've caused a bit...
How'd you get on with your How'd you get on with your tractors last
Oh.
week? Anyone break down?
There was one breakdown, yes, but that was very well organised. So the Keebles from Blacksaw, they organised it all, and they had we had about 40 tractors. And
40?
40 tractors, yep.
Christ,
And-
I bet they were happy if they were stuck behind you lot.
No,
Did anyone sort of give you a bip and sort of stick the fingers up or anything?
No, they gave us a nice little wave. They were all very respectful. So we had a nice lead vehicle, and then there was somebody at the back with a couple of pickup trucks that managed to pick up the broken down tractor. That threw a tyre off, unfortunately, so it had to be recovered. Yeah, tyre off the front.
Christ, how the hell did that happen then?
Well, probably a pothole, I expect. There's loads of them on the side of the country roads, aren't there?
There you see.
Yeah.
They don't start me on ruddy potholes because I hit one coming at Melton the other day.
Oh, no.
And I thought, that's it, my ruddy exhaust will be off next. But when I got home,
Yes.
Christ almighty, some of them are deep, you know, boy.
They are on the side of the road on those country roads, yeah.
That's right, and the trouble is, if you think that's a puddle, sometimes that is a ruddy great pothole. So I got down best I could and had a snout under my car,
Yes.
and all my pipe work was all in order, you know. And I'll tell you what's getting on my tits as well, Leslie.
What's that,
is
Brian?
that now when they're repairing the roads,
Yes.
right, they come along, don't they?
Yes.
And of course, they have to put the ruddy traffic lights up and all that. What could take them, I know, quarter of an hour, take them sort of 4 or 5 hours, doesn't it, you know? And what get on my wick, boy, I nearly said something else.
I
then,
know
boy,
you
I had
did,
to
yeah,
stop
well done.
myself in.
Well recovered.
You know, I get wound up by it, Leslie. You know, I get so fed up with it because they repair the roads, don't they, with the old tarmac.
Yes.
And then next thing you know, you've got like a ruddy sinkhole there that started to sink into what they repaired. Now, here's my theory on this, right?
Go on then.
I reckon that the tarmac is either cheap, foreign, or they now got to do it to some new standard, probably governed by ruddy Europe. So we can't use the stuff that we used to do, because when they used to fix the roads years ago, boy, they didn't all fall apart.
No,
or,
they
or
stayed
sink
fixed.
down, did they?
They stayed fixed back in the day, didn't they? When was the last time you saw a steamroller?
I see one a few weeks ago, boy, actually, because
Did you?
I went down to the what's that museum in Leiston
The
called?
Long Shop Museum.
Long Shop Museum. They were steaming up.
Were they?
Then they're open for the season, so I whipped down there and had a snout round there. That's the last time I see a steamroller. But I ain't seen one
On the road.
Cushy done. But the thing is, boy, they got to get the grips with this, because that's false economy in it, because they are spending millions each year fixing these ruddy potholes. They might as well put that old the hell is that stuff that you pin stuff on the wall with?
Blue tack.
Blue tack. They might as well fill the ruddy things full of blue tack, because the stuff they're using, boy, that ain't up to the job. And I expect it's something to do with the environment, don't you?
Go quite
They
possibly.
can't use something or other in the mixture, because that's not good for the environment, but it ain't ruddy good for our cars either, is it?
No, it's not. Anyway, can you say well done to the Keebles and everybody who took part in the tractor ride for me? They raised money for Cancer Support Suffolk.
Of course I can, boy. So, who was it?
The Keebles.
The Keebles. Well done, the Keebles.
Yep.
For getting all the tractors together and raising lots of money for the cancer in Suffolk. That's
Thank
right.
you.
How much did you raise, boy?
Just around about 1,500 quid, I think.
Well, that's marvellous, boy. Well done to you and everyone else on their tractors, and bad luck to the bloke who lost his tyre.
Yeah. Talking of tractors, Suffolk Show coming up this week. Suffolk Sound will be there Wednesday and Thursday, broadcasting. I'll be there with Cancer Support Suffolk. We're doing skin cancer checks. Are you going to the Suffolk Show? There's an awful lot of lawnmowers there to look at, Brian.
Lawnmowers? What a ruddy lawnmower for? You know, did I tell you about my lawnmower?
Yes, you did several times.
That's right. Yeah, well, I got a petrol one now, so I don't need a new lawnmower. I won't be going to the Suffolk Show, boy, and I'll tell you, I have been offered, because the girl Rosemary, she's got her tribe arriving I was trying to think. Oh, I think they're coming Monday.
Yeah.
Bank holiday Monday. I say to her, they want the head red, going out on the road on the bank holiday Monday. All they'll do is get stuck in ruddy traffic jams. I say to her, why don't you leave that till Tuesday?
Yes.
You know what she say?
Go on.
Mind your own business. So, well, that's what she likes sometimes, boy. So, anyway, I shan't be going in it because the girl Rosemary. And little Autumn, well, she ain't little now, boy. To be honest, she's still a pain in the arse. But she'll be going down with all that lot to the Suffolk Show. And they did say to me, "Do you want to jump in with us? Because they'll have to take 2 cars, you know."
Yes.
And I said, "No, I shan't be venturing down there. I mean, Christ, I can't imagine nothing worse going around there with that little old gal, you know, because they always want something, don't they, boy?"
Well, I remember one year, because everywhere I go, that people ask me about you, and they say, "Does Brian go to the Suffolk Show?" And I remember one year when I worked on the other radio station, I said, "He'll be there. He'll be dressed up in a suit with a bowler hat. So if you see anybody with a suit and a bowler hat, just go up to them and ask, 'Are you Brian in Melton?'" And I was very popular that year at the show.
I ain't got a bowler hat.
I know that now. So do they.
Well, what you tell them out for then? I ain't got a bowler hat. I only got a cap.
Right, okay, I know. All right, careful. Hey,
Hey, well,
look.
if you're going to say anything, you ought to get your facts right, because, you know, you tell people, you imagine, right, if you some bugger go to the Suffolk Show with a bowler hat on,
Yes.
and he's walking about, and then some stranger come up and say, "Are you Brian?" That could cause a ruddy argument, boy.
Well,
You ought to
okay,
be
so if
careful
you-
what you're telling people.
So if you see anybody in a flat cap at the Suffolk Show, go up to them and say, "Are you Brian in Melton?" Is that better?
Well, no, because I ain't bloody well gone, am I? I just told you that. I ain't gone this year because the girl Rosemary and all that lot are gone.
So you don't want to
So
go with
I'm
them? I know.
planning- Do you know what the weather's supposed to be like on Wednesday, Thursday?
Thursday's the better day, I think. Wednesday's a bit iffy, but it's fine. There's a lot of canvas. Take a brolly. It's good ground.
No, I ain't gone, am I? What I'm saying to you
Well,
is, Christ's sake, listen, boy.
Why are you asking me what the
I'm
weather's going
saying
to be?
you is,
Why are you asking me what
I've got to do some... Huh?
Why are you asking me what the weather's going to be if you're not going?
Well, I'll tell you why, if you bloody well listen, because I was thinking to myself, I want to spend a day when they're gone, they're out the way, you know.
Yes.
Get out in my garden, do a few jobs without that little heathen shouting across the fence and all that, because I expect they'll all be out there in the garden bath making a hell of a row. And they'll probably have one of them barbecues going. And
Yeah, probably.
She just bought a new one. She
Has
just
she?
bought a new barbecue.
Yes.
And I say to her, "What's wrong with the other one?" She say nothing. I said, "Well, what the hell are you wasting your money on a new barbecue?" She said, "Because they're all coming." I said, "Well, surely, Christ almighty, can't you make do with the one you've got? Why is it?" I'll tell you what, boy, it's like water running through her hands, money is, you know. But I want to spend a day
Yes.
in the garden. I've got to paint a couple of fence panels.
Yep.
And the only reason I was asking you that is because I can plan, you know,
Yes.
if the weather's nice on a certain day
Yeah.
and they're off to the Suffolk Show,
Yep.
I can get out there and do it.
What are you gonna paint them with? Because you can't get creosote these days, can you?
No, he says another thing. We're back to ruddy potholes again, aren't we? Because you can't get nothing that lasts anymore, boy. I mean, I got this stuff last year,
Yep.
and that's say one cut, right?
Yes.
So I put that on. I had to give that damn thing 3 ruddy cuts. So there's false advertising in it, boy, because that's say 1 cut.
Yes.
And I put it on. I done 3. So where I'd used, I don't know, a third of a tin of creosote, I ended up using this whole ruddy tin. They know what they're doing, boy. They know what they're doing. That's a money-making racket. That's what
Yes.
that is.
Anyway.
And the trouble
Go
is
on.
then they say, you don't need to do it for 3-4 years. Well, because that fade done it, because it ain't got the same stuff in it. This whole ruddy country is falling apart, boy.
Last week, Leander was doing the show last week, and you know, there's been a lot of talk about you and Leander and her leather outfits, because she's a biker, you see, and a lot of people are getting, you know, a little bit like, oh, perhaps Brian's got a thing for leather.
I don't know, Leander, do I?
She was the woman doing the show last week while I was off.
Oh, her. Yeah,
Yes.
That's right. Yeah, well, what's it? Now I know what you're on about.
Yes.
Because,
Do you remember?
itchy snout. Hang on a minute, boy. So I was saying to Ticket, you see, about it.
Yes.
And he was saying to me, you ought to be careful, he say, because you'll be known as a dirty old man before you know where you are. Keep going on about women in leather. And I weren't getting perverted or nothing like that, boy.
Are you not?
All I was trying to do, Leslie, was simply say to people that I used to like Susie Quattro when
Yes.
she used to do the Devil Gate Drive, didn't she?
She did, yes.
And what was the other one she
Can
done?
the Can.
Can, that's the one. And 'cause she wore leather, didn't she, boy?
She did.
And, you know, let's face it, she looked nice, didn't she?
She did.
Precisely. So, you know, that ain't me being a dirty old man. All I'm doing is admiring somebody for what they're wearing.
Yes.
I won't walk up to someone in the street and say, cool, you look all right, you know. But, well, you won't, would you? But just 'cause she was a superstar, that just made, I was just only commenting how she looked. And then you of course had to say that Rwanda
Leander.
Leander, she liked wearing the leather as well because she go on the bikes, don't she?
Yeah, she's offered to put you on the back, I think.
Huh?
Offered to give you a ride on the back.
I ain't going on the back of no bloody bike with her. I tell you something else, oh boy.
What's that?
When I was dating years ago, right? I was dating a little old party from Felixstowe.
Yes.
She was lovely, Leslie. Christ, she was lovely. Didn't wear no leather. But I had a little old bike, not a push bike, a motorbike, you know.
Motorbike, yes.
And when I used to go down to see her, I used to put newspaper down my trousers and round me shins, because I used to get so damn drafty, boy, when you're going along, you know. So what I used to do, I used to put some newspaper into the bottom of my socks, you know, inside them, pull my socks up.
Yep.
And then I'd fold some round on my top part of the leg before I put my trousers on, you know.
Yes.
And that do work, boy. So, you know, you ought to perhaps tell
Leander
that, you know, if she don't want to wear the leathers at any point, then she can use newspaper. Hello?
Any particular one?
No, you're being soft, aren't you? It don't really matter what sort of newspaper you're wearing, do it? Christ almighty, boy, you're thick sometimes. You're trying to wind me up.
Brian, it's time to go. Thank you very much. Goodbye.
All right then, boy. Cheerio together.
Your station, your music, your voice.
On air, online, on your mobile devices and smart speakers. Radio at the heart of your community.
This is Suffolk Sound.